Welcome builders to the first of many showcase videos for our upcoming city building game, Highrise City. In this series we want to share our progress with the project, present its current state and talk about some of the key features that make this game unique. Most of the assets you see, especially on the visual side, are subject to change. We want to share our ideas and design approaches to give you a better understanding of what Highrise City has to offer and to gather your feedback on it. Today we are diving into the basics of the economy and resource management. Highrise City is a game about creating a giant metropolis, obviously. But the construction of buildings cost resources and the residents living in your city have needs that require to be supplied. So at the center of each flourishing city lies a stable economy with a balanced flow of goods. Laying the foundation of your city starts off fairly easy, since basic buildings only require money and wood to be completed. So naturally, the lumberyard is one of the first structures you want to put down. To yield the most efficient results, make sure to place your lumberjack in an area densely enriched with trees. The bigger the forest, the more wood will be produced. Simple. To gather the resources in order to create more buildings, carriers need to be placed to collect them. Whenever a batch is ready, a truck from the next depot will come to collect it. But hey, no one likes waiting. Feel free to request a manual pickup anytime you feel like it. More complex structures require more sophisticated resources. In order to create buildings for Tier 2 residents, bricks need to be burned out of clay. But clay can only be extracted from a deposit in the ground, so when planning your city, be sure to check for deposits and avoid burying them in skyscrapers. Have a peek at the late game of Highrise City and pretend for a second you wanted to build a Tier 4 office building. As shown earlier, money and bricks lay the foundation of the structure, but the wood is exchanged for steel beams. And on top of that, you'd need some glass to build those shiny window facades. Let's take a look at the production chains for those materials. At the core of both is coal, which could either be mined at a deposit or created by burning wood. To forge steel beams, you also need to dig for iron and fuse it with the coal in a smeltery. Same goes for glass, which is created by combining coal and quartz. Fun fact, there's neither a fixed limit to the number of buildings that can be placed, nor for people and vehicles accumulating in your city. The full version of Highrise City will feature 7 different building materials, some more challenging to come by than others. But fear not, you don't need to create all the resources yourself. Trading will be part of the game and we'll touch on it in a later video. So accumulating money to buy the materials you need might also be a valid strategy. But hey, if that's not complex enough for you, all inhabitants of your city have needs that get more and more sophisticated the higher their tier gets. This will be the topic of our next feature showcase. Feel free to tell us in the comments below how you like our approach to the building materials and if you enjoyed what you saw. Highrise City is already up on Steam and it would help us out a lot if you'd add it to your wishlists. Thank you for your time, builders. See you in the next feature showcase.